I'm Ruth Frierson. I'm with the Virginia Department of Health with the Newborn Hearing Program, and I manage the program for the state. And the primary focus for the official name is Early Hearing Detection and Intervention Program, and it's actually part of a national program that focuses on ensuring that infants get their hearing screening before 1 month of age and get diagnosed with hearing loss by 3 months of age and are enrolled in early intervention services by 6 months of age. Virginia goes a little further because they say all children should have a hearing screening prior to being discharged from the hospital. So what we do is ensure that those babies who fail the hearing screening, did not have a hearing screening, or are at risk for hearing loss, that they receive follow-up testing with an audiologist. And then if they are diagnosed with hearing loss, that they're enrolled in early intervention services before those 6 months. There's a lot of challenges with that, but we have a lot of stakeholders who are involved in helping us ensure that families receive services. So Irene is the Guide by Your Side parent coordinator, and she manages that program for us and matches parents of infants that have been diagnosed with hearing loss but are further along in the process with newly diagnosed infants and families with hearing loss, so that they can provide support services. They can provide them, they usually provide them a notebook of the different resources that are available in the state. Unfortunately, they're different depending on where you live. And so that's our focus, is to make sure that every family receives the same services regardless of where they live. The other thing that they go through is the different communication options. And what we advocate for, and what Hands and Voices and Guide by Your Side advocates, is that whatever choice the family makes regarding communication is what's right for that family. There's no one way and there's no one thing. If you choose spoken language, if that works for your family, then that's what it should be. If you choose to have ASL, cued speech, all of those, it's whatever works for your family. So that's what we advocate for. Because 10 years ago when I started with the Department of Health, the one thing that parents asked for at the time of diagnosis was another parent who had been through the same experience. Unfortunately, we did not have that resource readily available. After a work group of stakeholders met, we decided that Guide by Your Side as a model was what Virginia wanted to follow. And that was that we did not want to make choices for families. We wanted to offer them choices. And once we established that that's the way that Virginia wanted to do it, Guide by Your Side was the best method by which to deliver those services. So with Guide by Your Side, that is what is all around the state. So we try to have parent guides, trained parent guides around the state. And if we don't have a parent guide there, the parent guide that's closest to there is what travels. But many times the decisions on how to match the parents are made on proximity or the choice that the parent has made, so that they can relate to that other parent. So like I said, the guides are trained and they have a notebook to ensure that they go through all the resources equally, no matter where the parent lives, and they connect them with those resources. And in Virginia, Part C services, which provides the speech therapy, they also provide physical therapy and different types of services, in-home services. You have to be under age 3 to qualify for services, and you have to have a delay. For hearing loss, fortunately, that's a diagnosed condition, so they're automatically eligible for those services. So they get connected with early intervention, Part C. Then there's other early intervention services, Care Connection for Children. If the parent chooses to have the child amplified or aided, the Hearing Aid Loan Bank is there, which we also fund to make sure that kids get hearing aids as early as they possibly can, versus having to wait until the parent can get resources or funding or health insurance or whatever any of those challenges are. The Department of Health also funds the Virginia Hearing Aid Loan Bank. So not only do we refer out to resources, we also fund some of those resources that are accessible statewide. But a lot of those resources depends on the choice that the parents are making.